Yo, what is up, everyone? Yeah, I'm just gonna quickly go through this. I just made a necromancer. I got her from level 1 to 100 in about 14, 15 hours, something like that. I haven't had a chance to update her yet, but I'm just gonna show you what I used during the leveling process. A couple things I did a little different. Show you where I've ended with my paragon. I'm just gonna quickly go through it. I went control. I went essence. I went sacrificial. It's going to be Flesh Eater. Where's the other one? That's going to be Bone Graft. It's going to be Sense of Death with Embeber, and it's going to be Exploit with Overpower. Yep, so that's the route I went for there. Okay, you can see my Paragon board. Right, my skill tree. I'm just going to quickly flash through my skill tree real quick. Did this to emergency make corpse if I needed to. This right here, I'm not sure if this is still bugged or not. I haven't been on in a couple days here. You can just see everywhere where I have put in points. Right? Alright, done with that there. And now I'm just going to show my gear real quick. Right. Now, I haven't updated any of my gear. I just used this the whole time. Like, I had this basically the whole time. There might be some upgrades here and there, but like throughout the leveling process, I basically, you know, had this for most of the leveling process. These are two items I did upgrade. These just recently, like maybe 5-10 minutes ago. This is what I was using. So I've literally never even used this amulet or this weapon one time yet. These were the old items that I was using. Okay. I also was never using anything imprinted on my boots. I was testing something else. So I actually never even used blood mist triggers a corpse explosion before. Not even sure how well that's going to work. I just leveled so fast that I had something that didn't even work on my boots. So there's that note as well. Now, the main thing that I loved about this build, I got to go straight to it. It's that you gain 60% multiplicative movement speed increased while moving away from slowed or chilled enemies. My necro has 200% movement speed, and most necros don't have 200% movement speed. So when you're doing, you know, Surret's layer in 50 seconds, you're like clearing the layer. Most people are taking, you know, 5 minutes, 3 minutes, you know, depending on your group, however long it is. When you're literally moving 200% movement speed, you know, cap movement speed, it's just awesome. It feels great. And, you know, you're still one-shotting everything. You know, Barber is extremely overpowered. So, you know, Barber plus Bone Spear plus the pull from Corpse Tendril, you're one-shotting everything anyways, right? So the movement speed here was awesome. I have some future plans. I think maybe you could still get cap with that on the boots here, but this is just what I did with leveling without upgrading anything. Obviously, there's still room for improvement. For the 100% uptime on the slow, I had defensive wars going around one enemy automatically decryptifies them and makes everything slow. So this was giving me the 100% uptime on that 200% movement speed, which is just awesome. It's automatic. You never have to, you know, do it. And, you know, also decryptify there is going to give you a damage reduction out of your tree, right? Where is it? Yeah, you know, that's going to give you a big chunk of damage reduction, right? Which is going to make you more tanky, right? And then for my other heart, walking near a corpse automatically activates, equips, da-da-da-da-da-da. So that's what I did for that in the hearts. Now, when you're in the leeching process, you know, 50 through 60, right, and you like can't kill anything in the nightmare dungeons, you need to make sure once you get to 60, you have a few key things in place. You want to have it so when you're level 60, you have all 3 of these hearts, okay? When you're level 60, you have all 3 of these hearts. You have ossified essence. You have gasping veins. Now, once you have all that, I mean, and actually maybe an Avulsion amulet, even if it's a little +1. You know, I used a +1 all the way to 100. You're still going to be one-shotting pretty much everything. If you have them things, them key things, you know, obviously too, you're going to want basic skills grant, damage reduction, and you're going to want disobedience. If you have all those things by the time you are level 60, you should be able to clear out level 50 nightmare dungeons, right? You shouldn't be leeching anymore, right? At 60, you should be able to clear 50 nightmare dungeons. You know, maybe a little bit less if you're just learning the build. And other than that, just on your pants, your pants and your armor, which are defensive rolls, you're just gonna want to go with your whatever armor or chest you got the best rolls on. I wouldn't worrying about stuff that's necessarily best in slot. I would just worry about whatever you got the best defensive rolls on. You know, best reductions, best life, overall best item defensive reduction that you got. It doesn't necessarily have to be best in slot. Just as long as it's 4-4, right? 4 of the 4. So that's about it. You know, a lot of these items are easy to obtain too. You know, going on earlier too, when you are in that level 60 area, I'm not gonna go too much into it, but like, you could also use a unique helm here. But when you're a lower level, I would more so recommend to use a rare helmet, because it gives you more survivability. And you know, when you are 60 pushing, you know, 50 nightmare dungeons, you know, trying to level fast, trying to get, you know, level 100 in basically some hours, well, you're gonna want more survivability on that lower end. And you know, one of the main things you're gonna want here is basically just total armor and essence, which is really easy to get. That's only a 2 of 4, right? So it's really easy to get. You know, I think I just want to end this video here and just let that be it. I'm gonna make another video because I got some ideas updating, but we'll just keep this one super short. I just think, man, having movement speed on a necro is awesome. 200% movement speed, you're zipping in and out. You know, you don't have druids, you know, werewolf druids running by you, leaving you behind, killing everything before you even get there. It's actually vice versa, because the diminishing, like the way other characters get their movement speed, it kind of goes away a little bit when your movement speed's more of a real 100% uptime. So yeah, I'm just gonna say there, I'm excited. I just wanted to post this video because I have upgrades for this gear, and I'm excited to throw on these upgrades because this is what I just used throughout the leveling process. So I'm gonna basically end this video here. I'm gonna, you know, spend a little while upgrading, making a new necro, a 100 level version of this necro. I'm hoping he's going to be much stronger than this, even though this necro was a beast. She was doing, you know, I never really tried level 100 nightmares, but she was speed farming 80s and 90s. I never really had to go as far as 80s and 90s because there's really no incentive to do so. Most of the time I was helping friends or helping myself level, just doing, you know, level 60, you know, 60 and 70 nightmares, which you really don't even need to do that either. But yeah, I'm gonna go work on that necro now. I just wanted to show you guys this one because this is, you know, my baby. This is where I leveled up at. You know, Umbral was awesome. There's multiple different types of slow. This is proccing slow. Corpse Tendril was proccing slow. But hey, I'm moving on. Hey, do me a big favor, smash that like and subscribe. I'm going to try to give you guys more content. Keep it short, straight to the point. I'm out.